Police.
Yes, 60% in boards is sufficient, but the thing is board and JEE are two very different examinations. Although the basics are same, but they are quite different, and I think you have to prepare specially for boards apart from IIT, and that is just before JEE, 2 months I think you should devote to boards. At the same time, do not underestimate boards, because BITSAT also requires 80% aggregate. So there have to be some special steps to prepare for boards along with JEE.
So along with this, every student has to focus on the state board or exam also.
Yes, if it is state board, then I think not much, but some focus has to be given to boards.
Thank you.
I want to ask one question. After giving IIT, just after 15 days, there are AIEEE examinations. So how did you manage that? Means after 15 days, you have to prepare for along with for AIEEE. So how did you manage the studies?
I think IIT covers almost all the exams. So only thing you have to do is you have to go through just the test papers of AIEEE previous years, and only that you see that what is different. You do only those things, because if you have done JEE means you have covered entire 12th and some part of Olympiad also. So just go through AIEEE previous year's papers and see that what is actually different between AIEEE and JEE, and that you will find that it is not much. So if you do only that small things, then you can get good rank in AIEEE also. And if you have CBSE board, then totally nothing special is required.
Thanks.
Hi Ishan, I would like
just
to ask...
a moment. I would like to clarify that the syllabus now from this year onwards in PCM, as I said earlier, is same for the CBSE and for state board also. So there is no difference.
I would like to ask one.
What age is your younger brother?
He has just passed 10th.
Just passed?
10th.
10. Okay, then I think he should focus now 2 years for JEE, because before 10th, I mean, you could give a lot of Olympiads and you can read further books, but now I think you should stick to JEE preparation.
Yeah, so what kind of books should we read for at the starting?
The basic standard text for JEE, I think start reading them right from the start. I think the beginning for JEE is after 10. So from the start, you should start JEE right now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. There may be many more queries, but due to the time constraint, we are now to start second session. Ishan is still there. You are excellent feedback. We come to the second part of the session. In his last presentation point, that was most important, and the point is the preparations and the rank. It's a teamwork, and it does require the support from parents. So there is a very vital role for parents. In fact, the parents are the best mentors. Faculty is also mentors, but the role of faculty is in their respective subject, whereas the role of parents can be versatile. It is for overall personality. Cracking JEE is not only the job of intelligence with the help of faculty. It requires physical tuning, mental tuning, intellectual tuning, emotional tuning, and so many other factors. We have with us today Dr. Abhijit Bharadwaj. He is proud father of one more ICADian, Anurag, who is with us since his 8th standard. He did the 5-year foundation course, then he did 4-year foundation course, and now he is doing 3-year integrated IIT course in ICAD. We are very sure that because of his grooming from the early young age, he is going to do, or he is going to get many more rewards for this work. Dr. Bharadwaj is a pediatrician by profession, but apart from this, he is a very renowned student counselor. He has got so many tricks and techniques, particularly for stress management and all other things. He is also secretary. He is doing excellent work in this field. He is the secretary of Adolescent Health Academy, Nagpur. Recently, he had been abroad to present a paper on some work in this counseling area only. So, instead of requesting him to tell some tricks for student counseling, we thought it proper that as a parent, he will try to explain the role of parents, and therefore his topic today is tips for parents or parenting tips. I invite Dr. Bharadwaj to the dais. I hand over this dais to Dr. Abhijit Bharadwaj.
Very good evening to all of you. I have been given this task of addressing to the parents. All of you are good parents, but all parents, they want to become better, and we need to know who are the best parents. The definition is very simple. Best parents do things that will result in happy, confident and well-balanced children to face tough situations and succeed in their life. Ideal parents set examples by their own acts and behavior, and they will follow the rules meant for children. This is something very difficult. We tell everything to our children. We make all our rules for the children, but we are hesitant in following it. This is where the generation gap sets in. If parents are not following what we are going to tell to children, this will create a misunderstanding between a child and a parent, and the conflicts start. But I think we should relax. This is not the only situation. The good thing is that we can improve our relationship with our children. First thing is to know what we are good at and have confidence in our own strength. Now I shall be telling you certain tips which probably will help you. If you don't like, or if you are already doing with this type of tricks, go ahead. Treat your child with respect. This is very important. It reciprocates. Many times we see that the children, they are not talking properly to elderly, even to teachers, or whenever they go to some social functions. They have developed this habit of not behaving properly with elderly. So, it starts from the home itself. If parents start behaving properly and giving respect to the children, they respect their ideas and whatever they are saying, this creates a good impression. The second thing is to enjoy the company of your children and show them that you are happy to see them. Make sure that they know that they are your priority number one. Now, what could be the role of parents? Now today, as we have seen the presentation from Ishan, the children or the students are very smart. We need not tell them the different things. They learn many things on their own and they can find out everything. But still, it is the role of parents which is important. How can we help them? Or what should be our role? It should be in very simple ways. We should help them to develop knowledge and skills to cope up with future difficulties. The adolescents, they cannot anticipate what is going to be wrong in future. They will always say, no, I can do this, I can do that. But as a parent, as I could see from some of the questions also, the parents, they are slight hesitant whether my child will do this or not, whether he will succeed in the exam or not. So this type of questions are bound to come. And we have to cope up with this type of questions we have to find out answers for ourselves and also with the help of some faculties. We can encourage them for performing better, and we have to support them during stress. Whenever a child is preparing or a student is preparing for a prestigious examination like JEE, he is bound to get stressed sometime or the other, and you must know how to handle these situations. And you should teach him how to study, but not only study, it is the hard and smart study which is going to give you the rewards. Now teach your children to make their own decisions. This is very important. If a child decides on his own that I want to do something for myself, this is very important, rather than a parent telling him that you should do this and that. We can only suggest and give advice what a child can do, but the final decision should be of the child himself. And teach them to think for themselves. They should set clear targets and ask them to work for specified goals. I will differ on this point on Ishan. He said that there should be no specified goals. But in general, I feel that a certain goals should be there in the mind of a parent, and also it should be known to students. How to set these goals? Goal setting is very important. First, define. It should be written in a written form, and it should be clearly defined that I want to clear IIT exam in 2 years. This way you have to define your goal and keep this always in front of your eyes. Then remember this thing. It should not be very easy or very difficult. Means we must know what our child is capable of. This is very important. Out of 1,000 students sitting here, everybody is not going to IIT. So we must be able to assess ourselves whether my child will be able to cope up this thing. This is where we lack. If his 10 friends are selected to go for ICAT and they want to pursue their studies in IIT, we will send our child also there. No, this should not be the case. And whatever the marks he has got in the previous examination, whatever extra efforts he is ready to do, accordingly we can give them the advice. Then it must be within their reach. And I will say that everybody can aspire for IIT, but it has to be a step-by-step progress. And you can set a rise of about 5 to 10% in marks for last year's performance. Somebody cannot jump, say, from 30% to 90% in 1 year. This is not possible. So, be on your foot. Remember where you stand, and then you have to act accordingly. Now, for students, they have to write down your goal on the paper and put it in such a place that it will be visible to you and others also daily. They will remind you, कि देखो आपको क्या करना है, so that you don't get deviated from what you want to do, and concentrate fully towards your goal. Now, after we have decided what should be the goal, there should be a discussion between parent and child when they want to define a goal, and it should be a very open discussion. Now, many times parents are confused which method of study is best. Whether it is hearing, you hear your lectures, listen something, then reading, this is also considered very good, then speaking, giving lectures, writing, and discussions. So which one of this is best? From psychology point of view, it is important that the more number of organs are involved in your study, like you involve your ears, your eyes, your mouth, and when you are discussing, you are using almost all these organs. Then this becomes a perfect study. So try to utilize all this when you are studying. Now something about revision. Students, they revise properly, but it is the duty of the parents to see, to check whether they are doing their studies properly or not. Many parents are not aware of this. They will just do what they have done in their college days. And if you compare today's students with what we were, say, about 20 or 25 years back, there is a huge difference. There is a large gap. Now, within a short span of time, we have to learn many more things. So the revisions could be in the form of question answers, charts,